there, Kira here with a scrapbook layout process video for the Citrus Twist design team. So I'm using a little bit of everything. So I'm using the main kit, the Pocket Life kit, and the embellishment kit for this one. So I started with a folded down corner because that's something I like to do. And I went a little further down than I normally go because I wanted to add in some embellishments under that corner. So I picked out this pattern paper, and this is one of the 6x6 papers from the Pocket Life kit. And if you haven't seen my unboxing video to see what I got in that kit, you can check it out. I'll link it below. And then I got this pom-pom trim in my embellishment kit. So this is from the Maggie Holmes Carousel collection. It's this really pretty pink. And I decided to use that underneath my corner. And since I went further down with my corner than I normally do, I couldn't take my stapler and staple it like normal. So I had to use my foam board. That's just my piercing board that I use for stitching, and I just stapled onto that and then folded the staples down manually. And then I decided I didn't really want the folded down corner on the top, so I decided to put it down here on the bottom. And at this point, I had no idea what picture I was going to use. I am a design and techniques driven scrapbooker, so I don't usually start with a picture, and most scrapbookers are photo driven. And this is all of my info here I got from Tracy Claiborne and from the Scrap Gals, because she explained it all really well on the Scrap Gals community page one time. But she said that most scrapbookers are photo-driven scrapbookers, so they start with a photo and go from there. And I am not that way. I always start with something like a technique or a design that I want to do for a page, and then I pick my picture later and then kind of just build around that. So yeah, I didn't know what picture I was going to use at this point. I just really liked this idea of having this really large folded down corner. So I used one of these butterflies. This is from the Turn the Page ephemera pack, and that was in the main kit. And then these puffy stickers, I used one of those butterflies from that one, and those were from the Pocket Life kit, I believe. And I just put two of those down there. I thought about putting some little puffy sticker flowers down there too, but you didn't really notice them too much, and I just didn't like the way it looked. So now I'm playing with the flowers from the ephemera pack, and I knew I wanted to use basically all of these flowers, but I just didn't know how I wanted to place them. So I kind of fussed around with them being on the corner. That's kind of cute, but it's not what I end up with. So then I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe if I go in a diagonal kind of pattern and put them up in this corner, kind of flowing down. And then I decide, why don't you get your picture? Print a picture out and then decide where you want the flowers. So I decided on this picture of my son Elliot. This is on one of our daily adventures around our apartment complex, and they're just playing in dirt, and he's just holding on to a tree. And so I decided to use that picture, and I printed it in black and white because in the picture there's cars in the background. I don't remember what color the car is, and then he's wearing blue and orange, and the colors just didn't go very well with the colors that I had chosen for this page. So I just printed it in black and white and called it good. So I'll tell you right now that how I end up placing all these flowers and stuff is not what you'll see in the final pictures, because I had created the whole scrapbook layout. I was done, completed, went to bed, was done filming, and I'm showing you right now, I did some hand stitching on those pieces of ephemera just to give it a little bit more texture. Anyways, I had completed this layout and went to bed, and I woke up the next morning, and there just was something about this layout that just wasn't working for me. and I didn't want to toss the whole thing like I normally do. I'm notorious for just throwing out my layouts. So I didn't want to do that because I liked the concept and I liked parts of it, but I just didn't like it as a whole. So I ended up switching some things around, and I think it ends up a little bit more visually pleasing to the eye, and I'm happy that I changed it, but you won't see the changes that I make on camera because I don't do it on camera. I just did it the next morning before I took pictures. So in the final pictures, you will see how it turns out, and it's not too different. I sent the 2 pictures to Mary, and she couldn't really see the difference until I put them side by side. So yeah, it's not a huge difference, but you will see you'll see stuff in different spots at the end pictures. So I had originally started with that yellow and gold foiled flower on top of the folded down corner, but I am moving that. I wanted the flowers to kind of surround the picture, so I kind of placed them all around there. I built a little cluster up top, which is some more of that flower printed paper, some more pom-pom trim, and then a couple of the ephemera pieces. And then I wanted to bring that pom-pom trim into a third place, so I decided to use this frame down here and put some pom-pom trim down on that as well. This is going to be my title, and this is a piece of the washi tape, and I had planned on using it on a different layout, but then it didn't end up working for that layout, so I just kept it for something else in the future, and then it ended up being fine for this. And so I just cut up the letters, and then I will bump those all up on foam too. There's lots of dimension on this page. Lots of stuff is up on foam. Some of it's on double foam, so it's very dimensional. And so this is pretty much how my layout originally turned out. So the things that will change will be, like I said, where that yellow flower is, I change where that's going to be. I put some tiny word stickers in that frame because I felt like the frame just wasn't, it was too empty and it needed something more in there. So I do put some tiny word stickers in there, and then I'll use some more puffy stickers throughout the page. I do have some here. I will use some, but I will end up using even more, after the camera is off. And then, so yeah, I've got some puffy stickers. You use a butterfly, a couple of the flowers, and then these tiny flowers are so stinking cute, and they're just like the perfect little accent pieces, kind of just to scatter around your page. Although I had a really hard time where to place these ones. So yeah, I used a couple of those everywhere. And I will add a date stamp. I did add a date stamp. Guess I already did that. And then I'll add some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine to my page and call it done. And then here at the end, it'll be a little bit different. So here's some close-ups for you. I hope you guys enjoy this. Make sure to check out the Citrus Twist website, and you can see these kits and order them for yourselves. Have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.